Welcome back, welcome back. I suggest if you're a little older, especially a woman, you might not want to hear this, but you might want to stick around. Cause I'm about to get real. So I'm watching this show, right? And it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. Black women are starting to cave the fuck in. It's already starting, gentlemen. They're caving. It's working fast. So I just watched, not all of it, but I'm watching this little, podcast, and these it's two black guys, and I believe three black women. One kind of young middle age, another one kind of young middle age, and then an older black woman, right? And they're showing skits of black women talking about not running around and doing a hot girl summer thing and choosing to be abstinent, but don't use that word. They use celibate. And black women really need to start learning that words mean things. And black men, we had to deal with your word magic for so long, and the white man's word magic and things, So we know we had to study to get over the fucking pounding in our heads. We're not our fucking grandfathers. The emotional things and then saying certain things, it's not gonna work. We're not our grandfathers. We watched Jews beat them down with these tactics. Yous want to come back. Yous are going to come back under our conditions. And that's just what it is. Because yous made it to the point where we got used to not, we don't care. You don't want us, And like we always kept saying, you're going to figure it out soon. And when the world starts pounding your ass in and you really start finding out that nobody's coming, you'll realize that's we're all you got, So, sound the horns, my dad is in the building. So as I'm listening to these young chicks, trying to act like they ain't caving in, trying to still got a little bit of that toughness in y'all. And they're talking about, men have to understand, we gotta go celibate now and all this, and we gotta get back to ourselves, and you gotta give us time, and what she say? She said, the dude right away, he said, you're not celibate, stop saying that. She goes, why? All the women like, what are you talking about? And he says to her, if you're celibate, should women that go celibate go to church now? Because you do realize using that specific word is a religious thing. Are you becoming religious? Like, are you going to pick the Bible up? Or are you going to use it as a shield again and say, look, I'm doing this out the Bible. Y'all should take me back. No. Keep going. Keep diving into the Bible now. Keep diving into those laws. Celibacy, My father said it's forgiveness is for people that want to be forgiven. But he said you got to do the work. So, what's next, now that yous are starting to, some of yous are going to get it. Most of you older women, 30, 35, 40, yous ain't going to get it. Yous ain't going to change. Yous going to change once them bills ain't getting paid. Yous are going to change when the little women, they see what's about to happen and they don't want to work. And just like I played in that other video of that 27-year-old saying, I don't want to work. I'll take any man that can. I know what you older niggas want. I know you want me. As long as you look good and treat me right, come and get me. Yous are fucked. Like, you can't compete with the young chicks like that. Now, she wasn't a really super hot young chick, but, we don't care about super hot. We care about what you're going to do, how you're going to act. That's what we care about. Some of us don't. We care about how you look too, but, you know what I mean. But I started to notice the older woman, like they're having conversation, they're arguing about little, and then getting to some points. And I keep noticing the older woman keeps interrupting and keeps trying to get her stupid ass point across. Because they played another video, and there was a chick with a bull ring talking about her being celibate. And he made a joke like, dog, you can stay celibate. We ain't beef for y'all hyenas with all the tattoos and the bull rings. He's like, man, stop. We ain't even trying to come for chicks like you. We already know y'all. You celibate now? Now you want to be a good girl? He's like, what are you talking about? And the old lady was like, don't do that. No, all girls with bull rings ain't bad. And, you know, the men had to explain 80,000 times and have a 5-minute conversation and keep repeating, I didn't say all women. I said women like her. See, women don't understand. When we say things like that, you have to attach everything the woman was saying too. Because when women speak, you make us look at you a certain way. See, a lot of women don't get the fact that you could be a fucking real dime. Like almost flawless, because you know every woman got something wrong. As soon as you speak and say dumb shit, the worse shit you say, the more numbers come off. You're not a dime anymore because your mind is fucked up. Women don't really understand that. You really believe in your mind, I can be any way I want and a man's just gonna take me. Those days are over. You get it? Those days are over. To take you and sleep with you, yeah. Wife you up and take care of you, no. Yous don't get it. At the end of the day, the man has to pick you. You can go celibate. You can go do all the laws of God. You can fucking change your whole life. If you don't get around men, you know, the ones you want or will pick you, you're not getting picked. If we don't know you're alive, you're not getting picked. If you think that the men that want to be married are really like, we're looking to go back. We want to be honorable men. We want to be traditional. So the more we be traditional, the more you're going to have to be traditional, you know? And that means like you following the laws and stuff, and you got to learn how to you want to be right or you want to be married? Like Kev said, you want to be right or you want to be married? You can be right. You can be right by your fucking self too. Y'all don't get that. Just that alone, most women don't get. Y'all, that when a man says, when Kev said, do you want to be right or do you want to be married? You know what that means? Shut the fuck up and stop arguing about things that don't matter. Just shut up. Shut up. Just don't argue it. Don't have me saying, not all women, not all women. You can't be saying it. And then we got to repeat to you multiple times. See, those are aggravating little arguments that our grandfathers dealt with. We're not dealing with any of that shit. And majority of women don't know how to run their mouth. Black women don't know how. You have not respected black men for so long. Do you realize you're desensitized on how to act with us? I can prove it. I'm going to play some of this video. And you're going to watch them talk and be the way they are. And then just watch your girlfriend, watch your mom, watch your grandmother when she's in work. Ask one of your white buddies to bring that shit up to them and watch how they could talk. And they don't do all the snap rolling in the neck and the voice loud and the dumb shit. Watch how they watch how they could talk to another nation of man nicely, like they're a man. But they can't talk to your black ass like you a man. They keep talking to you like your ass ain't learned how to read books and shit. They talking to you like you ain't invent half the shit that's around them. They talking to you like you ain't motherfucking, you know, on record the best dads in America. They talking to you like that. That shit amazes me. It really does. Now, I wanted to make this video because I wanted to like spew a lot of hate. Well, not hate, anger at the older people. But I realized that ain't gonna get nothing done. I realized as a younger, older man, we need to literally get out all of the old women that talk like that. Those are the young women that fed into the feminism, and their brains are gone. They're always gonna fight for feminism. They're always gonna fight for the freedom to have that key to be a whore, or have that key to not go back and dress the way we're supposed to, act the way we're supposed to. They're always going to use the Bible as a shield and then say, I only want to do a little bit of it. You know why? Because they was taught that fake ass Christian shit. The laws are done away with. The Lord don't care if you do what you want. He'll forgive you for anything. That shit don't make no sense, dog. That's like saying we could be criminals on earth and I don't never go to jail. They'll lock your black ass up just like they'll lock a white nigga up. Once you get 3 strikes, you get life, nigga. Black men let y'all get more than 3 strikes. You get it? Yous don't get it. Yous really don't get it. Thank you. Coffee. Yous don't get that. And I'm not speaking like I'm one of the black men that yous want and all of this, you know. I'm a regular guy, I ain't got all the money in the world. So I'm not speaking like, you know, I'm speaking for my brothers that do got their shit together. And I want to let y'all know, you about to get your woman back, you know. You 50 to 60 to $70,000. Y'all got y'all chance to get y'all asses out here. Y'all women is talking. The young ones is talking. They starting to see it's about to be hard out here. So y'all need to get in the fucking gym. Y'all need to get a little, you know, better learn how to get your sex game on. Stop beating your meat so fast. Like, learn how to, like, make it last and shit. Because, you know, if we're going to take some of them back, we going to have to blow their backs out, dog. We ain't taking back a regular average woman. Even in slavery, the white man said, if you really want to have your greatest sexual experience for the first time, they let them sleep with our women. You fucking idiots. You just don't know that? You didn't know that? You didn't know the only way a white boy can gain his manhood sexually was to do a black woman first. You didn't know that? You better go learn that. We the fucking truth, nigga. You gotta learn what your queen was and still is. She the best. We the best at everything, nigga. We the fucking best, nigga. Yeah, I'm tired of these niggas using us for everything. And then shitting on us like, your girl freaky. Your girl's a whore. You trained her to be. Man, it's my time to train her not to be. And she could do all that stuff for me. Get it? Now, I'm sorry, older people. Even old men, too. Some of you niggas need to get the fuck out of the circle of two of talking to getting our people back. Because y'all want to come with that old school fucking way. But y'all wasn't traditional neither back then. Y'all was off the motherfucking ball, nigga. Cutting y'all fucking hair off. Y'all niggas is pussy as hell. Y'all niggas ain't never stand up to y'all women. Y'all ain't know how to act right. Y'all ain't know how to romance. Y'all ain't know about the clit. Y'all ain't know about none of that shit. That's why they started getting wild, nigga. Because they beat the old niggas head in. You have missionary sex. You do it missionary only. That's why a lot of our grandfathers are getting fucking cheated on. Wasn't because they was always at work. Nah, nigga, they wasn't putting that shit down. Too busy running around town, putting that little bit of work here, little bit of work there, little bit of work there. Now I got a kid here, now I got a kid there, and now I take care of 12 fucking 14 people, and I wonder why we broke it, ain't got land by now. Because grandpa was an idiot. Niggas don't look at it like that. You got niggas still doing that dumb shit. Have 1,000 kids and wonder why you can't own anything. Because now you have mouths to feed. It's the oldest fucking dumb thing in the book. See, we think that Rolling Stone, I'm the thug. We think that shit is new. Our grandfathers had the same mentality, bro. And where'd that get them? Where we are. And that's why I don't care when certain, not all, the good ones, they can say whatever they want. The ones that actually have families say whatever they want. But if you're older and you ain't married and you ain't hold your, you know what I mean, shit down and all that, in certain ways, you know what I mean? I respect men that failed because, you know, some of you didn't fail. Your wife just betrayed you. Some of the wives didn't fail. Their husbands betrayed them. But the mentality of this big family shit and internet pimping, that shit is old, bro. What the fuck you think James Brown and them niggas was singing about? Getting the clapping cheeks, dog. That's why I be laughing when they be like, oh, y'all rap is vulgar. And y'all talk about, listen, that's all the niggas listen to is sex music. Duh. Sexy drug music. So that's why I laughing. Y'all rapping about pills. All y'all rapped about was getting drunk and doing dope and coke. Shut the fuck up. You bred cokehead children and dopehead children. Remember? Oh yeah, I forgot. You didn't tell your kid what you did. You made it out of that shit and got off it. But your kid got a little loose. He normally look normal, but he little loose, little crazy, little demented. And you're like, I don't know why that boy got behavior problems. Because you fucked his brain up and you never told anybody. You used to be a fucking dopehead, a cokehead, and a drunk. Remember? Don't you ever fucking run your mouth to the next generation. And you can't solve our problems. Because I know why they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can with some of them. You got to reprogram them. Or beat the shit out of them. Dogs learn real fast when you pummel their fucking ass. You know, we can't pummel you old people. You go to jail for sound the horns. We go to jail for that. So what we're going to do is every time this is what you men need to be doing. Every time an older person is in a conversation of black people getting back together and we're at the negotiation table, as soon as they run their mouth and start doing this shit, you get them out. You make them leave. Because nothing's going to get done. That's the women, the young niggas, the young women, that's their battery. If we get that, sound the horns, if you get them out the room, watch how fast these chicks start submitting. Because we make sense to the shit we're saying. They only have that bullshit to fake beat their head in like, yeah, we gotta negotiate and fight. No, you don't need to negotiate. You need to get these list of demands and say either I agree or I don't. I'm either gonna agree to do what the fuck these niggas want or I'm not. And I'm gonna go over there and do whatever I've been doing. That's it. Good men have to put up the boundary like, no, we're going to get what we want. Or we don't want nothing.
You're married with a bullnose and tattoo.
It's a fucking joke.
There you go. It's such a small majority you can't even measure it.
There you go. I was just at a ceremony and a sister.
It's a fucking joke. Like, for real, bro. Like, and I don't mean to be so mean to older ones. I know the real older ones that get it, because y'all got to deal with them. You dealt with them motherfuckers all your whole life. Y'all been combating against this shit before I was born. So I know y'all know, but the shit's annoying, bro.
Men, I get it. I do. I really do.
Yeah, you get it, alright. You're gonna get it.
See. And at this point, I definitely understand why. Like, between the situationships, the men not wanting to commit, the men not wanting to be honest, the down low men, and these married single men.
Y'all so worried about down low men, but openly say y'all lesbians and shit. Y'all literally just don't give a fuck about y'all don't even think kissing another woman is making you a lesbian. You just don't even think consent. It's like, you know, whatever. You right. Keep popping shit on the way back home. Y'all left popping shit, but on the way back home, keep throwing all those fucking hateful things and all, and then you wonder why we do it. This is why I say we gotta just stop with the fucking jokes, the talking, everything. This shit's not a joke.
I get it. I do. I really do. And I feel like I have really truly made the decision to work on myself and to be by myself while I'm in this transition period. Like, I feel like I'm in a weird transition period, but I've accepted it. And I feel like now is the time for me to really just focus on myself and not think about dating. I feel like I have goals and I have things that I want to do first.
Now they're waking up and saying, I gotta be alone for a little bit so I can worry about things, but they don't know what they gotta worry about. That's why you're finished. I'm not gonna think of a man and what a man wants and how I need to be in this relationship and start studying and start literally looking at shit. So when it finally happens and I might meet this man that I actually want to meet, then I'm gonna be ready. No, I'm gonna focus on myself, the thing I've already been doing for 30 fucking years. Yous are so finished.
Before I actually date, because I really do want to date with a purpose. But y'all, the things that I have been seeing
children. I want to date with a purpose. No, you're looking to be married, you fucking idiot. You're not a kid anymore.
It's just like beyond, and it's too many things out here. Like, I'm not shocked that women are choosing these things. I'm not shocked that women are content with these things. And it's some men too. Like, don't get me wrong, it is some men too that are tired of it too, and they've decided, I'm just gonna be by myself. But the things that I have been seeing lately.
The thing is, men mean it. We actually mean that shit though. We actually mean it. We're not gonna wait another fucking 10 years being by ourselves and then be like, oh, I wonder if I should be training on how I should be with a... No, we do that regardless, even if we opt out. We work on ourselves and hope that the Lord brings the wife to us, like the Bible says, and we do the things. You say, well, I'm going to go celibate and I'm going to stop having sex, so the Lord's going to love me now. What about all the other laws? You know that the Lord gives a husband, right? And a wife. He's the reason why we find each other. So if you get it, if you're only doing a little bit of things, never mind. The Lord's not real.
Like, if I'm being honest, like, I'm thoroughly disgusted. Like, people feelings, they don't care about how they make people feel. It's really just
42 years of listening to, black man, you ain't shit. If you don't have money, I hate you. Not I don't like you. You're a dusty bum-ass fucking trash. You got the nerve?
People are just out for themselves now. They don't care how they make people feel. They don't care about how they treat people.
42 years of my women using all my men, and now you're talking about... you do realize this is recorded statistics, right? Yous are saying things. We have proof that you only fuck 10% of the black men, the rich ones, and the fucking thuggies. We have proof. The babies and shit. What are you talking about?
They only care about themselves. And this is like really sickening.
We only care about ourselves, but for over 200 years, majority of black men have been taking care of other niggas' children. And shutting their mouths and pretending like we don't know the truth. The nigga don't look like me.
So here we go. I'll get you in here, Rockwell. I mean, why are these women attracting these kind of men?
Do you realize how many black women sent black men to jail for stupid fights? And now that's on their record that they battered a woman and all this stuff. And it was an argument. He pushed her. Yous have destroyed your men with legal things that will destroy us from getting jobs and then complain, I ain't had no jobs. Yous are selfish. You're right.
What's the deal with that?
Hey, I think I get a little bit of what she's saying, right? Like, you've had some bad experiences, so you're trying to clean up from maybe making some bad choices before. Maybe you slept with a man too soon, or, you didn't vet the...
Do you hear her voice? Do you hear the soft-spokenness of a woman that has understanding and can hear an idiot talking, but hear what she really means by it? See, I hear what she really means by it, but I'm gonna throw it in your fucking face how stupid you sound.
Last guy properly, you found out he was a scammer and he got you for your rent money. Whatever it is. So I see, like, you try to tighten up your game as you go along.
I bet you that scammer said, I got the hook up and let me borrow your money and right? All that dumb, flip it and the nigga that was good for you, he needed a couple $100 to get that bus card and that whatever to get that job. You said, nah, I don't fuck with broke niggas. Got robbed for that scam nigga. That other nigga was trying to get a solid job and take care of you.
But I think, like, this part is, like, or saying that you're abstaining from sex is another way for you to manipulate a man to get what you want, right?
See, you think, I'm going to go celibate, and then men are going to love me because I put the kitty cat away, and that's just one thing. We don't give a shit about none of that. First of all, you don't get no fucking points for putting your pussy up. You're supposed to want to for your self-dignity, asshole. So and then you have to think about the fact of men want to have sex. So when you go to the dumb shenanigan games,
because you're abstaining from something that you also naturally want to do. So, you know, that's why I said like the 6 month thing, the 3 months thing. Like I didn't date a lot, but I don't remember ever like oh, it's been 6 month marker, so now I can go ahead and have sex. I don't.
Does she sound like a super confident woman that runs around and play bad girl summer? No, she sounds like someone that's smart, has a little intellect, and you can tell by the way she has a shyness about her. You know what I'm saying? She has a, she doesn't sound like I don't give a fuck and I'll jump on any dick and you know what I mean? She could, but she can at least fool me. Yous don't even know how to fool us anymore.
I don't remember it being like that.
And how come a woman that sounds decent, regular, she's not doing a 6 month limit? She's doing if I really trust this guy because I, put him through the things and he does the things and he makes me feel good and all these things and I trust him, I can give it to him. Right? That could be 2 weeks, a month, 3 months, 9 months, could be whenever. Could be a year. There's no limit because there's a limit in the air. There's the limit. When this nigga does what nobody else is doing, when he makes me feel these things, when I feel the level of trust and be ready to maybe have my heart broken again, I'm gonna jump out there with this nigga. But yous put time limits on, and it's like, all right, let me school you real quick. Not be an asshole. If I want to be a bad guy and you want to give me a time limit, I'm going to take that time limit. I'm going to cheat on you on the side, and when the time finally comes, I'm going to have sex with you. And because you made me wait for so long, I'm going to leave you. So making niggas wait don't stop bad guys from fucking waiting and then, fuck bitches on the side until he gets it, and he gets you. Your pussy ain't even really good, and he leaves you anyway. Like, sorry to talk so real, but that's what bad men do.
But I can understand the thought process of, at least wanting to give yourself a boundary after you've been a little loose with your boundaries before.
All right, let me ask y'all this.
I can understand that.
If these women want to sit around and say they're abstaining and celibate, should they start going to church events? How many times do y'all see these big events in these stadiums and there's thousands of people here? Why are
women go celibate and just sit in house and shit? Like, what do you do when you go celibate? I bet you don't go out and chill and all that, because all it takes is a couple of drinks, a real dude with some money, and it's a wrap for you.
Are they looking for worldly men to have these religious views on dating? Tyranny, you got some?
Don't you guys want a traditional woman?
None of you are traditional. We don't want you to do 2 traditional things or 3 traditional things and say, I'm a traditional woman. Yeah, we want traditional women. But you're not traditional. And to go back to being traditional, you want to set boundaries on what traditions and pick which ones you want. If we want traditional and we're going to pick and we're not going to follow all the rules, obviously, and we're the one that get to pick the woman, then wouldn't that mean we're going to pick out a set of traditions we want, and then you got to fucking say, all right, I like all those rules, but that one, all right, I don't want to follow that one. Is that okay? And then he goes, no, this is my new tradition. I don't give a fuck about following all of it. These is my laws. Yous ain't following all the laws of God. We ain't following all the laws of God, but we gonna break down the ones we all can follow, or whatever the fuck. And this is the only woman I want. I ain't taking nothing else, because this is what's gonna work with my life. And then yous will argue a man down to not get what he needs to work with his life.
Right? What are we advocating here? Are we advocating for them to, just because they've already been out in the dating market and doing what they want? Are we advocating that they just stay out there? Or are we looking at this as a good thing?
No. What he's saying is abstaining and being abstinent, that has religious context.
Oh, okay.
So let's stay.
You get it? If I say I'm doing religious shit, I should go be where religious shit is. If I say I'm abstinent and I just don't have sex, then I'm just a worldly person that decided to put their dick and pussy up. Don't use words that pertain to other things. There are other words that describe what you're doing. Oh yeah, I forgot. All words mean the same thing to black women.
Or doing these religious things.
Shout out Seven for schooling me on abstinence and celibacy. Fucking Dominican woman had to tell me exactly what I'm telling you. Stop using the word celibate because celibacy and abstinence is two different things and all of this. And I was like, oh, you right.
Things, shouldn't they find themselves in that nurturing environment where it would be much easier for them to abstain and all that instead of being out here in the world?
Ain't no balls in church.
Men are a part of this world. Our men are a part of this world. We can't escape y'all. So as long as you guys are here, we're going to have controversy. Now, maybe if there was a world full of just women, we might get along. I don't know.
Yeah, because women get along so well. Yous don't beat each other unmercifully, steal men from each other, sabotage each other's lives, and pretty much do everything that men do. But a little worse. Like, yous are capable of doing things that, you... So stop with the girl power! Stop it. It's a joke.
But
well, listen, Tierney. If you're a regular woman and you're talking to a man about a woman come to me if I'm single and she says she's celibate, I don't even know what that means.
Exactly. That's the problem.
That is the problem.
That's why I advocated not to say anything.
I'm the average man out here. I don't even know what you're talking about. You need to be in a religious setting because celibacy is abstaining from marriage and sexual relations, typically for religious reasons.
So are us women here to save y'all men? Is that what you're saying? We're here to save you. We have to be the angels that save the devils.
Where did you get that from any point? You see what I mean? A lot of black women are finished. You want to just argue. You don't want to get right to the meat and get to the point. You want to fucking say stupid shit. You want us to save you?